We've got a dilemma. It's Wednesday, I have class tomorrow at Moto 101. We're actually at Moto 101 right now because I'm hoping, we've driven to how many laundromats? Four. So now I'm just desperate to get my gear washed, and I'm just hoping there's somebody here that's coming to class tomorrow that I can maybe bribe with a few bucks, or maybe I could bribe him with a tour shirt or a signed jersey or something. Just a smile. Yeah, maybe that'll work.
Smile at work, right?
Mission success. So shout out Kenya. I just gave her $40 to wash my gear. She's not even gonna dry it. She wanted to like put it on a
Racket.
A racket?
She's gonna rack it.
She's gonna rack it. And I'm gonna have some fresh gear tomorrow, and Alessandro's gonna have some fresh socks.
But only the
Catanzaro!
Moto 101, so good. So good. They always do such a great job here prepping it. It just looks amazing. I want to ride really bad.
Morning guys, welcome to the Moto Academy. Our mission, if you guys are in the app, I think we would be pretty well aware, is to start to rethink just our theory of the way that we ride. Our goal today is to try to just get a little bit better every single day on the bike, forever. So fun to drift. Like, these bikes are so fun on a super dry track. Just flat track and drifting. Poor tire, not gonna last very long. Pause the video. Sorry for the interruption. I'll be quick, I promise. If you guys want to hydrate the right way, make sure you're using a, gosh darn it, I can't talk. That's why I'm dehydrated. I need to rehydrate here. Use a healthy electrolyte powder. I use Element. Go to drinklmnt.com/AJCat330. The amount of people that use this code to get their Element inside the Moto Academy app is amazing. And thank you guys. I'm very grateful for all of you. They've just released a new flavor, lemonade. It's my top. Grapefruit was my top, now lemonade's my favorite. Sodium, magnesium, potassium, all the healthy electrolytes that you need to make sure that you're retaining the water so that you don't get headaches, you don't get cramps like I used to. I'm telling you right now, it helps me sleep well. I'm always firing on all syllables, it's unbelievable. And I travel, as you guys can see in these videos, a lot. drinklmnt.com/AJCat330. You can try 8 flavors for free with your order. That's it. Back to the video, guys. Thanks. So see how nice and slow. I just sit a little earlier each time as I roll the throttle on. It's nothing crazy, just super smooth. It's all about that roll speed coming in and momentum through the turn. So we're not stopping and going all the time, right? As I start to go faster, more at speed, I'm just gonna brake more aggressive on the entry back here. Maybe I'd sit a fraction of a second earlier than the last one that I just did. But I wouldn't be sitting here, just because there's not enough rut to hold it.
Remember, we're habit building. If you're practicing it in this corner, where else should we be practicing it? The other 5 or 6 corners in this loop as well. Do not let me catch looking over there and seeing feet out in corners on that side and then keeping them on over here. We're not gonna learn anything if we're doing that. Feet on the entire time. Whether you're in this section or Alessandro's, doesn't matter. We're forming new habits as of now, so all the time.
I wasn't dropping the heels, squeezing with the knees. I could immediately tell more than when I was riding with 2 hands.
Right, because what's happening is when we're riding with 2 hands, whether we realize it or not, we're muscling the bike around with our upper body, and we just don't know that we are until we take the hands off. What other realizations or observations did we make when the hand was off?
Feet position.
Foot.
So if your feet are too far forward, you can't transition from sitting to standing
Right.
easily.
What you were struggling with was your weight distribution really forward and back. When you would stop, you would do this. Oh, and maybe not that exaggerated, but to some extent. When you accelerate, you would do this. Oh. You need to offset that weight. So when I go to accelerate, watch what I do. Head forward, right? I'm almost falling forward before I accelerate. And then I catch myself with the throttle. When I brake, I drop down. If you don't do it perfectly, we end up caving forward just a hair. Crazy important, it's like a dance. That's why when you see pros hit neutral, what happens? They ragdoll over the front because they were there anticipating that throttle to come on. And when that throttle doesn't come on, they're in trouble. You make that look easy. Yeah, one-hand master already. Probably the furthest one-hand jump we've had out of class ever. You might have just broke the record. Experiment. Don't be afraid to do exactly what you guys were just doing. I was watching you guys play around this stuff here. I was watching you really over this one, like number 8, Macau was getting some good ones here. That is how you create bike skill. Just those funny little, it seems like play riding, right? But I'll tell you what, when I was at Jet Hunters, we would always end the day with fun stuff like that. Always. And a lot of the bike skill over the last 10 years has maybe gone away a little bit. Play ride. Don't think you're wasting time when you're play riding.
Most of you guys are like vertical to the ground while you're standing. And while you're braking, you want to be as back as you can with your hips and forward with your head, okay? The tendency is to go away with your head. But if you go away with your head, you push your hips forward. So remind to spread out your hips back and your head forward, okay?
It's been a great day. I've really enjoyed it. I've been following AJ since September. I'm a bit of a nervous rider and I found it to be something I can anchor on. So every time I come to the track, I think one of the videos he says is that he picks one thing to do which takes your mind off the worry, which is what I tend to do. So I either try and keep my elbows up or keep my toes tight to the bike. Today I couldn't miss the opportunity to come and have the day here with the Moto Academy, and it's been absolutely brilliant. It's really, really good, well structured, great people, and couldn't wish for more. It's been marvellous.
Last day, I don't want to say it, but my lips are chapped.
Oh, the chap.
Anybody else feel like a raisin, or is it just me? We got it. One more day. I fired on absolute syllables yesterday. I didn't want to, toot my horn too much to the team, but I was firing. I maybe didn't sleep quite as well last night, but that's okay. We're gonna fire on syllables one more day, show the UK what we got.
Come with me with my perfect English. I'm American. The Italians came to America many years ago.
Give me your best UK accent.
Can I get a cuppa? Mate, try.
Try them?
Motorbike.
You like?
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Today, I want all of us to go 30% of our perceived effort or less. That is the slowest you've probably gone on a dirt bike in a long time, maybe ever. What I find is when I go all over the world teaching these classes, most riders their normal is 90, 100%, right? It's all that they know is to go out there and go as fast as they can. They're getting arm pumped, they're getting tired, they're falling off the bike, and essentially just trying not to kill themselves the whole time. You cannot learn in an environment like that. You cannot form new habits in an environment like that.
As you're learning the seat bounce, one of the things that you might realize when we do it the correct way is that it wants to make our feet float. Feet floating off the pegs is totally fine, but you need to grip the frame with your toes to allow your feet to float however much you want.
I just didn't feel comfortable, and then obviously it ended. So.
Yep. What you were doing is you were sitting, and then you would stand up with like the last 5 feet to go, even less than that on the takeoff. So you were sort of trying to ramp up the power, but you were taking all the weight out of the tires. If you want to stick to practicing it, you've got to stay in the seat all the way off. Yeah, right.
So much easier.
And when you, hey, eyes up. I don't know if you got feedback just yet. That happened, and these guys were kind of taking note as well. Each lap before that, you made the same mistake every lap. Do you know what it was? Yes.
I knew it would happen before I even got to the deep bit.
Right. But it's too late. So there was a KTM, the dad of the 65 rider, did the same exact thing you did. So basically you would drop it right when the rut would get shallow. So it was like every lap, you drop it right about here. He did the same and started doing this and then just absolutely pinned it and was able to stand it back up and save it, but it was a miracle that he saved it. You did about 3 or 4 or 5 passes. Everyone looked the same, and I'm like, uh-oh, I was about to pull you off too. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's not the first crash I've had.
But learn from that, because this isn't a place I'd like to fall. You know, that's a pretty high speed corner. Yeah, and this is the exact type of corner where that inside elbow drop will bite you so fast because it's a long ways to get around it. This requires persistence moving forward to stick to those new habits. Do not just abort mission because I'm over here with Coach Alessandro and the rest of the team and you know we're not watching you. You can go right back to your old habits here. Stick to it. Be willing to go slower for an extended period of time so that you can get better forever. If you don't and you want that short-term gratification of just getting fast quickly, sure, you can get fast quickly, but you're very quickly going to hit that ceiling and not going to be able to get any better because you can figure out how to twist that throttle and go pretty fast, but you're going to reach that point and hit that ceiling if you're not patient with that progression. Immerse yourself, get inside of the app, join our community in there, watch the videos, study yourself, have somebody film you, compare it, all of what I was talking about today. You will be amazed how you will just elevate your riding, and not to mention the way of thinking will start to rub off on you in every other aspect of life. You'll start to think a little bit different with more of a growth mindset and just being patient with progression and knowing that each day you can get a little bit better. Keep your eyes peeled on the calendar. We're adding new dates like crazy. In 26, we plan to come to the UK probably for, I think 10 stops is our goal. So we're going to be hitting as many tracks as we can. So if you have a local track that's a bit closer to you than here, we'll be there.
What up, Moto Academy? I'm Darren Hughes from England and we've been with you guys today and it was epic. I brought Alfie here, my son, that was the main reason, but I've absolutely loved it myself. The safe riding techniques that we've learned, it's just yeah, invaluable, and hopefully we're going to take that into our career and I can keep riding till I'm an old man.
Day 2, Moto 101, Grantham, England. Sold out class, epic group of people. We all left safe. We learned a lot, perfect weather. Now we got to get Alessandro to the airport. No, buono, grazie, prego. Prego.
Yeah, I had so much fun, learned a lot. I have to learn a lot still, of course. Grateful for everything. Thanks to my sponsor, Pro Circuit Kawasaki, Toyota Escondido. See you at Butts Creek next race.